Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just a second. All right, here we go. Say hello to everybody here. Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. Clyde is hanging out here with all of us. He's doing his forensic accounting from the week. As you guys could see, he's hanging out here. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, what a day. Let me make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to, and then we'll get into this analysis. There we go. Let's say hello to everybody. Yes, and I am sharing my screen. Okay, good. Good. Working the way it's supposed to. All right, here we go. We got Robert, we got Kevin, we got Richard, we got Brian, we got Pete, we got Yuri, we got Arnulfo, we got Robert, we got Ray, we got Jill, Vertuvian, hey Fred, Diana, Greg, Manuel, Raymond, the Sassy Trainer, Mark, Don, C. Fazio, RBX10, Devin, Cheese Gray Trader, CJ74, Rihanna, Tim, Jody, Dragon Don is here, Walter, Javad, Vernon, Minnesota Matt, James, Omar. Good morning, Omar. Thank you for the wonderful email. I'm going to talk about your accomplishment in actually just a few minutes. Warren, Mike, Invictus Ruffs, Gregory, uh, Ruth, Bernie, David, Bill, Kevin, Stan, Randy, Dave, Texas Kirk, Colette, Hawkeye, Adrian, Johnny, Ivano, Spider Monkey's here. Yeah, yesterday's customer service live was a great session. Stacy, Kayleen, yes, Kayleen, there we go. Cheryl, Wade, good morning. Moondog, back in the house. Excellent. Ray, good morning. Gregory, Hefe, Sandra, good morning. It is, thank God it is Friday. I could use a Friday. Eduardo, Laura, Tom, Linda, hey Linda, Penny, Genevieve, Keith, Harold, Charlie, Clyde, Lloyd, Stephen, Robert, Becky. We got a lot of people here is what we got. We got Nathan. Hey, Nathan. Richie, good morning. Happy Friday to you. Frank, Julio, Minnesota Matt. I'm sure Clyde likes those time spreads as much as I do. Yeah, he loves those time spreads. We had another one that we're probably going to take a profit on this morning. Good morning, William. Good to see you here. Happy Friday, and happy Friday to William's son, Harry, Dr. Luke, Mr. RP from Costa Blanca, Mike, Barry, Charlie, Rick. Good morning, Rick. Ron, Kevin, Gordon, Bull, Hopium, Mr. Oh, Harold. It's Harold. I know Harold. Lori, Diamond Jen. We got Steve, Flying Ronan. We got Alan, Rick, Jonathan, Ivan, Carla. Hey, Carla. Dante, Ralph. I think we have two Carlas, actually. I think we have two Carlas. Ralph, Dave. Good morning, Henry, Rock, Mike, Ed, Paul. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Good morning and happy Friday. Happy Friday. Again, Bob is not here. He's having some issues, some family stuff he's dealing with. But everybody else here, maybe somebody else will be our forensic accountant today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So, real quick, I just wanted to let you guys know that Mr. Omar. Let me just show you this. I just had it here a minute ago. There we go. Mr. Omar has passed his 4 million. We're at over 4 million. Congratulations, Omar. Congratulations. He gives credit to the Pro Trader dashboard and the market internal dashboards. I appreciate it, Omar. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But let's all give a big hand to Omar for breaking the $4 million barrier. Try saying that 10 times fast. Congratulations, Omar. Great job. Great job. Great job. Next, 4 million, 5 million is next. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. A little inspiration for everybody. If Omar can do it, so can you guys. So can you guys. It's not impossible. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of dedication, but it's not impossible. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's start with the analysis, okay? Let's start with our morning analysis. So the markets are down. This is slightly beyond random. This is actually meaningful. And I believe this has something to do with the fact that the government shutdown is spilling into the private sector more so than with earnings, okay? More so than with earnings. So we are a little bit softer today, okay? We do have consumer sentiment, and we do have the credit numbers today. The only thing we don't have is the employment number, okay? So we do have some data. We do have some data. Hey, Naples fan, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Friday. By the way, if you're just coming in here right now, I highly recommend you go right here to the HD tab. You see how I have it on auto 1080p? That's not good. You want to be here. You want to have 1080p right there. Put it on 1080p. And if you don't mind, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. That way you'll be notified whenever the video comes out right on your computer immediately. And you'll get updated whenever we post new videos. Google doesn't spam you or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about that. All right. As far as earnings are concerned, we got Constellation Brand, we got Fluor today, we got Six Flags, we got a lot of energy companies and a couple of consumer discretionaries. And we'll talk about that as well in a few minutes. The bond market. The bond market doesn't seem to want to go above this level. The bond market seems to be making a little A-line here to the downside. Again, we're below the 50-day moving average. Very similarly to the bond market is starting to look very similar to the stock market, if you notice. Right below the 50-day moving average, they are following each other. And good morning, Pearly. Good morning, Adam, Eagle Beagle, Walter, Illinois Grain Farmer, Stan. Diamond Jen, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. You can look over his shoulder, Diamond Jen, but you're going to find him doing exactly the same thing that I'm doing. I'm doing in the pit. It's the funniest thing in the world. When I give them advice, they don't want to listen. Okay. Anyway, so I'm not liking what I'm seeing in the bond market. I'm not liking this. I want to see us get back above the 50-day moving average. Otherwise, we're going to just stay in this area. I remember somebody here telling you about 2 weeks ago that that if we get to this area, we're going to stay here for a while. And here we are. Here we are. Sorry about that, Adam. And Richard Feinberg is back. He had some health issues. He's back. He let me know last night that he's back. So, yes, you guys should definitely watch the recording. You guys should definitely watch the recording for Customer Service Live, and you should watch yesterday's VIP room. I really unplugged VWAP and anchored VWAPs for all of you really, really well. Okay. Feel better, Eagle Beagle. So I don't like the bond market, but right now we're kind of in a status quo, and I would be watching the bond market like a hawk right now because it is giving stocks its directional bias. Okay. So keep an eye on this. Crude oil. Crude oil looks like it doesn't want to stay up here anymore. It looks like it wants to go down to this level. Again, we haven't broken this level yet. We have like a little wiki sandwich here, little wick here, wick there. But I'm expecting this to cool off a little bit as well. Okay, I'm expecting this to cool off as well. Let me just check something here. All right. Gold is staying in this area. Remember, I was hopeful, I was optimistic that it was going to start going up here, but it hasn't. It's still consolidating. Gold is not showing us a lot of directional bias at all. Okay, at all. Hence, I would be very, very cautious with gold, especially with the fact that it's near the 200-day moving average. Okay. US dollar. Well, US dollar is continuing its downside move. It's now in this area, and I'm expecting it over the next few days to hit the 15-day EMA. Okay. 15-day EMA. By the way, folks, don't get political on me, but I read the transcript from the hearing, the Supreme Court hearing, and they were not I mean, I don't know what they're going to do, but they were not buying the whole emergent. I mean, it's kind of hard to pull a fast one over the Supreme Court. And as I told you, legally they don't have a leg to stand on, and the Supreme Court was like, they didn't seem like they were buying it. I don't know how it'll go. I mean, we've seen the strangest things happen, but they weren't buying it for a minute. Based on what I read, they could be doing that on purpose just to give us a different decision. But they were like, what? Ah. And remember, it was already overturned twice by two different appeals court and a regular judge. So it's not like I'm saying anything crazy here. Okay. Uh, China is just kind of hovering around here, not really doing much. Not really doing much. Okay. Folks, I spent an hour yesterday in the VIP room talking about the anchored VWAP. There's a video of it, and you can watch it. There's a video of it. Just got to go to our live tabs from yesterday. Here's how you do it. If you want to see that video, and today's going to be part 2, you go right here to YouTube. You go to Roger Scott right here. You go right here to our channel, and you go to the live tab. And here it is right here. Here. This is yesterday's VIP room where I spent an hour talking about anchored VWAPs. Here's the stream tab for you. Here's the stream tab for you. Oops. There it is. Just go there and it's all there. Okay? It's all there for the taking. Okay? It's all there. I showed you where to find it just now. Okay? It's the second tab, VIP room from yesterday. Okay? Today, in case you guys are curious, and I know we have a lot of curious cats here. But here, what was I going to give you? What was I doing? Yeah, anyway, that video is right there. But here's my agenda for today. Here's my agenda for today. I'm going to talk about your favorite stocks, and I'm going to put the anchored VWAPs on your favorite stocks. I'm going to answer your questions about anchor VWAP. What settings do I use? Do I put it on day after catalyst or day of the catalyst? 3 different ways to trade anchored VWAPs, pullbacks, channels, and A-line confirmations. And I'll explain all of that. And if I don't forget, I'll do earnings update as well. Something I have not been doing that I need to be doing. Let me give you links. Here's the VIP room link. Don't miss it today. It'll be a great session. And it would help if you watch yesterday's before going there. Right here. Yeah, I know all about anchored VWAPs, Penny, but I don't know anything about Thinkorswim. See, we offset each other. That's what I got Matt for. All right. And here's customer service live. So I gave you the links for everything. Oh, Bob is here. Thanks, Bob. Bob is here. Thanks, Bob. Okay. So crude oil, China just kind of hovering around here, not really doing anything crazy. US dollar looks like it's coming off. This is going to give gold and energies a little bit of a boost. Gold looks like it's doing absolutely nothing right now. Hurry up and wait. And crude oil looks like it wants to break down. The interesting thing is the US dollar is getting weaker and crude oil is getting weaker. Usually, crude oil gets stronger when the US dollar gets weaker, but both are getting weaker, which means there's definitely some pressure coming into crude oil. Bugs is good. He was on vacation. I was talking to him. He's around. Bugs is always around. He's doing well. He and I chat all the time. He sent me a long email last week. He's doing well. One second, folks. One sec. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So we talked about the bond market. I don't like the bond market. Crude oil, I'm not really loving it right here where it is. Looks like it's got more downside. Gold looks like it's very, very choppy. US dollar looks like it's coming off right after hitting the 200-day moving average and after the Supreme Court sentiment is not favorable. Okay. All right. All right. Let's put everything together. Let's see how the market's just kind of random here, not really doing much. A little bit, it's moving a little bit higher, which is great. Let's break everything down. Catalyst time. Does anybody have catalysts? Catalysts. Catalysts, anybody? We're in the middle of earnings season. Anybody have catalysts? While you guys are talking catalysts, I'll start going through this, okay? Investors remain concerned about weak labor market and lofty tech valuations. We're now awaiting the release of University of Michigan's preliminary readings on consumer sentiment and remarks from the federal officials. Oh, Bitcoin, that's what I didn't do. Thank you so much. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is breaking down. If it breaks down below this, we are going to start looking for sells because we're in this area. I just wanted to start breaking this area right here. In principle, we're already breaking that area because we don't have any meat here. But I would like to see a little bit more, and I will start shorting crypto stocks. Okay. We're not there yet, Rod. We're not there yet. We haven't covered Japan yet. Bitcoin we're covered already. All right. Minnesota Matt's coming in hot. Chips. I don't have chips today. I don't have mags today. Here's what I have. I have energy, financials, utilities, Fed, consumer discretionary, and fintech. Cheryl says Fed data, Fed speakers, energy, discretionary, financial. What's the chip stock you guys are finding? What's the chip stock that I'm missing? Tell me, help me out. Help me out here. What am I missing here? What's the chip stock, please? Let me know what's the chip stock that's moving. I need to know. Maybe I missed the memo. AMD came out with earnings more than 24 hours ago. The market had a chance to trade on it already. Is there something that I'm missing here? Because you guys are just tech, chips, blah, this, that. How about you guys give me some catalysts? I don't see any catalysts for AMD. What's the catalyst for AMD? Is there a catalyst? So it's down over 2%. Okay. So there's no catalyst. It's just down over 2%. Okay, so SMH is down. Okay, all right. We'll do chips. Okay, all right. Mags, what's going on with mags? Mags are not down over 1%. But I'll give you chips, but I'm not going to give you mags. You don't get mags. And Cheryl, you got it wrong with yeah, just because something is down over 1% in a chip doesn't mean AMD, I'll take it. That's a big one. But Marvel, I mean, that's not here nor there. SMH is down 0.95. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll take it. I'll take chips. So I got energy, financial, utilities, Fed, consumer discretionary, fintech, XYZ, block, right? And chips. All right. All right. All right. Let's see what bond market's doing. Let's see what SMR is looking beautiful for our time spread. Okay, we got our catalysts. Now let's talk about airline stocks. What about airline stocks, Naples fan? What are they doing? Tesla is down 0.66. Where do you guys get all this from? Jets is up 0.40. Listen, guys. Okay, all right. I'm going to have a little come to Jesus talk with all of you. Okay, getting a catalyst wrong is worse than getting a catalyst right because you're going to end up watching something that's not impactful on the market. Just because there's news on government shutdowns, Jets, the airline sector ETF. Now, Naples fan, before you shouted out airline stocks, did you look at Jets? Did you look at Jets? It's up 0.40. You didn't, but you wrote it. And if I didn't say anything, a lot of people would be looking at airline stocks today. Why? I have no idea. Okay. Their airlines are not a catalyst today. They're not a catalyst today. Okay. So let's not do that. Okay. Let's not throw stuff out there just because we think something. If you don't know, put a question mark up there. Okay. All right. And the reason I'm being so hard on you guys is catalysts are very, very interesting things. And if you get it wrong, you're going to be screwed. I know, Rick. I know. And meanwhile, airlines are 0.40. A fundamental catalyst is not a catalyst. It has to be price action. Just because something is in the news doesn't make it a catalyst. Okay? All right? Somebody passed out in the White House yesterday. It doesn't mean it's a catalyst. Okay? All right. No, I can't. But what you could do is what you could do, Mr. Art Sharp, is you could go here and you can rewind this video and you can get it yourself. Okay. Investors are awaiting release of University of Michigan's preliminary reading on consumer sentiment and remark from federal officials. In yesterday's session, not today's session, most members of the Mag 7 retreated. Tesla, Nvidia dropped over 3%. Qualcomm fell. DoorDash 17. D-Dog went up. There was all sorts of stuff yesterday. Now, this is what you should be paying attention to, okay? Fed speakers. I said Fed data. I said Fed. Fed speakers, Fed data, same thing. This is important. Data from outplacement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas. Yes, their name is Challenger Gray and Christmas. Don't ask. Released Thursday, the U.S. companies announced 153,000 job cuts in October, nearly 3 times higher than the same month last year. Higher of any October since 2003. Since 2003. Okay. Thanks for that information. Okay. Separately, Revelio Labs data showed that U.S. shed 9,000 non-farm jobs in October after adding 33,000 previous month. So this is not good data. Fed Thursday regarding inflation left traders uncertain about whether December rate cuts would materialize. Beth Hammack said monetary policy needs to keep putting downward pressure on inflation, which she views as too high and greater risk than labor market weakness. Really? Okay. Interesting how half of them think there's no inflation, right? But the Fed thinks there is inflation. Didn't our president say there's no more inflation a few weeks ago? There's no inflation. I remember him saying that. Yeah. Oh, on 60 Minutes, he said there's no inflation. Meanwhile, President Beth Hammack said monetary policy needs to keep putting downward pressure on inflation. There is inflation, folks. Just look at CPI if you don't believe me. Fed Governor Barr said policymakers still have work to do in bringing down inflation. Wait a minute. Our president said there's no inflation on 60 Minutes. What the hell's going on? I'm just playing around with you guys. There's plenty of inflation. Barr said policymakers still have work to do in bringing down inflation. That's 3 Fed officials saying we need to bring down inflation while ensuring the labor market is solid. Chicago President Goolsbee said lack of official inflation data during the shutdown makes him cautious about cutting rates. I would say that lack of official inflation data during the shutdown is making me cautious about everything, right? uh, no, he said there's no inflation. Finally, Lewis President Alberto Musalem said President central banks needs to maintain downward pressure on inflation. Wait a minute, again inflation, warning that interest rates nearing a level where the pressure could diminish. I agree with them, folks. We have inflation, and it's not going lower. It's actually exactly as it was a year ago. I know it's ludicrous. It's completely ludicrous. Yes, yes. Grocery prices are down. We have no inflation. Everything is employment is great. Everything is honky dory. Oh boy. U.S. rate futures are pricing in a 66% chance of a rate cut. I think this should be closer to 50%, but nobody's asked me. Meanwhile, the longest government shutdown in U.S. history is now in 38th day. U.S. officials have said they will reduce air traffic by 10% at 40 major airports. And meanwhile, it has not impacted airline companies even 1%, Rick Rice. So a catalyst is something that actually has an impact on the market, not something that people think will have an impact on the market. It's a big difference. Okay. Economists note that every week the shutdown reduces quarterly annualized growth by quite a bit. Still, several lawmakers have expressed optimism that the shutdown could end this week. I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath. Best ever economy in the world. Yes, yes. Best. God help us all. Then is why my grocery store bill around where, yeah, my grocery bill around when I live. Yeah, exactly, 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 exactly. So, Rick, just because someone says something doesn't make it into a catalyst. It actually has to have an impact on the market. Otherwise, it's a no catalyst. Uh, the publication of October non-farm payroll report is not coming out. Average. This guy is the smartest guy. This guy right here. He's saying something really smart right here. Goolsby, lack of official data during the shutdown makes him cautious. But see, the problem is he's saying he's cautious about cutting rates. What he should be cautious about is taking any action about anything. How can you make any decisions when there's no data coming in? And again, call me crazy if I'm saying anything really weird around here, right? I know. I'm saying something really crazy here. How about we don't have you guys make no decisions till we actually have data that you use to make that decision? I know, folks. It's so complicated what I'm saying. It just sounds so frisky, so state of the art, right? How about we just don't do anything till we have some data? Oh boy. I mean, you don't have to be a stock market wizard to parse through this, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, how about we just don't have any data till we have some data? Okay. Um, University of Michigan U.S. Consumer Sentiment Index will be released today, and we'll see what it comes out as. Federal Consumer Credit Report will also be released today. Economists expect the U.S. consumer credit to be at 10.4 billion. And we have speeches from Fed coming out today. All right. Data dartboard. You guys are great. I love it. I love it. And again, I'm not saying anything crazy here, folks. I'm not saying anything crazy. I'm just looking at CPI and I'm looking at the Fed data and I'm listening to what people are saying. And Europe is down. Europe is down again, wrapping a volatile week in downbeat note concerning lofty head valuations. Technology stocks underperformed. Media stocks gained ground. Benchmark index tracked the end of the week lower. My concern is not what people are saying about earnings valuations. My concern is the fact that the last three AI stocks that came out, they've beat estimates, and all three were tagged lower. Not what those numbskulls are talking about valuations, but the fact that those stocks are lower. That is powerful. Just because someone says something means nothing, especially people that are not in the Fed. But the fact that three AI stocks, now look at me, I'm calling them AI stock. Three chip stocks came out Friday. The benchmark notched a solid weekly gain. Japan closed lower, tracking overnight losses on Wall Street. Japan closed lower, tracking overnight losses on Wall Street. Tech sell-off resumed. Not good for us here. AI-related stocks, chip stocks, led the decline on Friday. The benchmark index notched its biggest weekly drop since April. Not good. Yes, Tim, I agree about what when someone says something, it means nothing. But look at what the stock market used to do when Trump is not somebody. Trump is our president, Seth. I said, no. Okay, Seth, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I didn't say when someone. Someone is a dude. A dude. I'm a dude. I'm just a guy. I could say whatever I want, and it's not. That's the president is not a dude. He's a president of the United States. So Seth, someone saying something and the president saying something is not the same thing. Your example does not make any sense. What I'm saying is those numbskulls that said earlier this week about valuations, they're just analysts. They're just private employees. They're just people. They're just dudes. Donald Trump is not a dude. He's our president of the United States. When he says something, you can't compare our president saying something and some guy that works in Goldman Sachs something. Capiche, Seth? Do you understand what I'm saying? You didn't get my point. You didn't. And if you think that a Morgan Stanley saying something and our president is saying something means the same thing, you need to come here a lot more often than you think. Okay. All right. Seth, you're making my point. Now you're making my point. All right. Um, Block and Expedia. Block and Expedia. Okay. Down 14%, up. These are S&P 500 stocks. That's a consumer discretionary stock, and this is a fintech stock. And Tesla is not, let's see, Tesla is not up over 1% today. Last I checked. Yep, it's not, it's 0.89 right now. It's not even down 1%. Okay. Yes, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Terrence, you just repeated exactly what I said, so I'm going to say it again. Okay, maybe some of you didn't understand what I said. Well, I'm going to say it again. Three analysts from Morgan Stanley saying that we think valuations are too high means nothing. The market going down after three stocks report better than expected earnings this week means something. Did you guys do I need to repeat myself for the third time? Three guys or two guys on Monday or Tuesday saying valuations are too high doesn't mean anything. Three large cap stocks trading lower after earnings says everything. Did you guys understand what I just said? Okay, good. All right. Okay. We're not there yet, Cheryl. We're about to get there. We'll get there in a second. All right. Well, it's important for me to make sure people understand what I'm saying and not confuse what I'm saying. Someone is saying that when these guys say something, when Trump says something, it has the same thing. One person thinks Trump is just a dude. One person says is thinking the three things are related. So it's very important for me to make sure you guys understand the difference. Okay. All right. Let's talk about technicals now. Put to call ratio. Let's get down to the monkey business here, okay? All right. So I just want to make sure everybody understands what I'm saying. Put the call ratio is coming back. We were overextended yesterday. I told you all we were overextended yesterday. And typically when we're overextended, we go down. We went down yesterday, didn't we? Yes, we did. I warned you about this. I told you yesterday. I was here. I said put the call ratio is getting ahead of itself. Okay? Trump is not a dude. Trump is not a dude. He's the president. I'm talking about Goldman Sachs employees or Morgan Stanley employees. Big difference. Big difference. Okay, don't compare the two. Apples and oranges. Once again, context is everything. So now we're coming back up. Now we're coming back up. Okay? We're coming right back up, which means the market is going from being overstretched to starting to come back up into its base, which means it's not as bad as it seems, assuming this continues moving higher, and I think it will. Okay? All right. Volatility. What is volatility doing? Volatility is moving up. We're now above this level. We are at a very, very crucial level right now. We're either going to break through this level or we're going to have a very serious reversal today. The put to call ratio is telling us we're going to reverse. Volatility is telling us we don't know yet what's going to happen because we have to get above this level. If volatility gets above 21, we're going to be starting to move up. We're going to have a meltdown. I'm not seeing that as of yet. Okay. What about sector strength? Let's see what's going on here. Healthcare, energy, consumer discretionary, communication, QQQ. Tech is at the bottom. Tech is at the bottom. The only thing here is consumer discretionary and communication, which ironically we're lagging behind. Most technologies at the bottom, which means you don't have any directional bias. Do you have strength for upside? Well, let's see. We have 100 stocks making 90-day highs, and we have 261. So we have a clear balance to the downside. We have a clear balance to the downside. Okay. All right. Folks, by the way, if you're just coming in here, please, please, please make sure we're about to get into the stock segment. Please make sure you're watching at 1080p right here. And if you haven't given us a thumbs up, please give us a thumbs up if this is helpful to you. I'm about to get into the meat and potato of all of this. Okay. We have 39% of stocks. We still have a lot of weakness, and we still are almost at 50% on the S&P 500. As I showed you yesterday, we are literally at 50% on the Russell 1000. If this goes to 49, we have a bear market, folks. But Roger, nobody's saying that on TV. Nobody's saying it. I'm telling you, if this goes below 50%, we have a bear market. And you could tell me whatever you want, and it's not going to change my point of view. Technically, if this goes below 50%, we have a bear market. We have a correction already. We're deep in this correction. A lot of folks think we're starting a correction. We've been in a correction for quite some time. Here, you could see it right here. And I've been telling you this every single day. We are already down here. We're already down here. We're already at this level. We're at the 100-day moving average. We're below here. The only thing left is the 200 and this area right here. Okay. But we're kind of hovering around there right now. You have a lot of stocks on the chopping block. I want to show you something interesting. Look at consumer staples right now, which have been going down forever. Here. Do you see that? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 6 times we've been there in the last 10 years. So we're really getting extended to the downside right now. We're getting extended. It's happening right now in real time. Okay. All right. What about stocks? Let's talk about daily levels. All right. SPY. We're approaching the 50-day moving average, and we're approaching this line. There's a lot of very strong support there. There's a lot of very strong support here. You have the overextended area and you have the 50-day moving average. There's a lot of support here. Okay. We're probably going to bounce from here or consolidate and not break through this area. Okay. If I had to put my money on it, I think we're going to come right back into this area. QQQ. Same thing. We're close to the 50-day moving average. There's a lot of support here, but we're below this area. So we're going to see if we can get overextended, a pullback from being overextended, which we're getting into right now. Right now, what you're seeing is the opposite of this. When you get here, you get overextended. And when you start getting here, you're overextended. We may have one more pullback today taking us here, but I think we're going to see a lot of support here. And then we will evaluate and see how much lower we're going to go once we hit this area. We don't anticipate, we react. Thanks, Bob. Dudettes, okay, Dudettes, okay. Yeah, don't confuse the president of the United States of America with some two guys that work for Goldman Sachs or Morgan Stanley. When he says something, it can move the market. When they do, it's bullshit. Okay, how about SMH? SMH is barely breaking below this level. But again, what we want to see is we want to see how close we're going to get to this level right here. But we're getting close. We're getting pretty close to getting overextended, as you guys could see based on the charts. Mags. Mags, same thing. 50-day. This is where the support line is, right here. This is where our next support is, right here. However, we're still at the 15-day. So if we bounce back today, that will be a pivot and we'll come right back to this range. I seem to think we're going to come back up here faster than we're going to come here unless momentum really picks up. And it's Friday and we don't have big earnings today. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think the morning may be the whole show. I'll keep you updated. We'll know. The ADD will tell us everything once we open the advanced decline line. We'll see how many stocks are trading below yesterday's low. If the number is just calm, or if the number, and we'll know right away if it means business. Like if we open up with ADD below 800, then there's a good chance we're going to go lower. But if ADD is going to be like flat or down 100 or 200, forget about it. It's going to be just a chop day. Russell 2000, IWM. We're really close to that area. We're already below the 50-day right here. We're already at that area. So, and the Russell is the weakest. Dow Jones, we're still near the 15. We're still struggling near the 15, and we're not here. But again, this is where the support line is. Major support is at the 50-day moving average. Okay? Okay. All right. So you guys understand where we're at. Intraday levels. Let's talk about intraday levels. I'll start with SMH. I'll post these for you. I will post these for you. By the way, we've been having a really good week. I mean, like a really good week in the pit. Has anybody been taking the trades in the pit? Like, it's been a really good week in the pit. Let me move this real quick. You guys have been taking those time spreads and those the Googles and all those trades, the IBM, all those trades I've been giving you. Okay, here's SMH levels for today. Let's see here. Good, good, good. Let's do mags. See, today, mags, last night, mags were like totally random. There was like nothing going on at all. Today, Murray says, Murray, you didn't lose money in the pit. Murray, you didn't lose money in the pit. Stop joking around. Murray, come on, Murray. Murray's just joking around. He's a buddy of mine. Lost money in the pit. You have. What trade did you take, Murray? Tell me. Yeah, that's exactly how. Minnesota Matt and I have the same question. How? How, Murray? Tell me. I want to know. Like, how did you do it? How is it possible? Let me know. APLD. APLD. We didn't have APLD this week, Murray. I'll send me an email. We that's not a trade from the pit, Murray. I don't know how you did that. What else did you lose money on, Murray? APLD was not a trade in the pit from this week. Irene, I said the pit. I didn't say Trading Zone Live. Yeah. Let me find that trade. Let me see what trade you're talking about, Murray. Hold on. APLD. That sounds remotely familiar. APLD. Hold on. October 29th, Murray. I'm out of APLD. It was a day trade for me and you and us officially. You mean this trade right here that we took profit on 2 weeks ago? Murray, come on. Murray. All right. I don't know how you did, how you took money, how you got took a loss on the trade that we had a winner on last week, but okay. Interesting. You got to follow directions, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I don't know how, Murray. Murray, we're going to have to take your trading license away from you temporarily while you're driving. Okay. Here's the levels on this. All right. Who did you call? You didn't call me yesterday, Murray. Murray, I don't know who you're calling or what that, but the only person you should be calling is me and Clyde. All right, let's continue. Spy levels. I did not get any emails from you, Murray, and I did not get any questions from you. Yeah. Whoever you're going, wherever you're going, you're not going to the right place. Okay. All right. No, this is the areas right here we have. Right here, one more. All right. Yeah, Murray, next time you have a question, you know my phone number. Of course you did, Stephen. Of course, everybody made money this week in the pit. There was nobody that did not make money from trades this week. APLD was not a trade from this week, and we made money on APLD. All right, QQQ levels. That's easy enough. Right. QQQ levels. Love my pit trades. Have any value, consider shorting a stock. They said they would email you. Nobody's email Murray. If you, Murray, you email me 20 times a day about cats and jokes, but you don't email me questions about the pit. Murray, you know how to get a hold of me. You know exactly how to reach me. You can text me, email me. They didn't get anything from you. Don't go through them. Just go directly to me, please, for everybody's sake. Yeah, that's the QQQ levels right there. Okay, let's do bond levels. Let's do bond levels. TLT levels, and let's do Russell 2000 levels. Okay. It's kind of funny. I hear from Murray about cat jokes all the time, but not about trades. I want to hear about trades. IWM levels. Okay. Let's see. SMH, MAGS, SPY, QQQ, TLT, and IWM. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to show you all my trades for this week from the pit. How about that? We have a few minutes left. So you guys could see what we did this week in the pit. We'll start here. What day was Monday? Does anybody remember? Give me Monday's date. Monday was what, the 3rd? What day was Monday? Let's go through this, guys. Here. Monday the 3rd. Thank you. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this live. And Murray, maybe this will answer your question, okay? In case there's any confusion. This is all stuff from the pit. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go through this with you guys so you could see exactly what we did this week in the pit. We went long BE on Monday. We took profit on BE on Monday, almost $2. And those that stayed in it took more. On Tuesday, we went long bonus IBB. Took partial profits on IBB and took full profits on IBB a little bit later, right here, now at 158 if you missed it. Then we went long Lumen. Okay. That's a bonus trade, and we're still in this trade. Hold on. We went long Google. Took partial profits on Google. Gave a bonus time spread on Lucid. Took profit on Lucid time spread. And if you missed Google exit, here's your another chance at the apple. Profit on Google. Exit on Lucid at 25%. If you missed the exit on IBB, it's right back to where it was. Here's another update. Got out at Lucid right there. Everybody's out on Lucid. If you're still in IBB, free to exit. There it is. There's the exits coming in. Here's everybody thanking me for the Qualcomm trade that I gave as a bonus too, that some folks took. Here's all the profits coming in for Lucid. We went long IBM. We took a profit on IBM. IBM is an A line if you still like it. It's still there. Then we went long Apple. We took profit on Apple. And here we are today. So Murray, where's the beef? SMR? You want to know SMR is? SMR is right here. SMR. And we're going to close it this morning with a profit. So Murray, which one yep, exactly, Amovora. So Murray, where's the beef? All profits this week, my friend, including one we're going to take in about 20 minutes. No losses. Every trade time stamped. So let me know where you fell off the wagon. It just depends. It doesn't matter, Omar. They're both very, very similar. Very, very similar. Okay. Okay. So I I don't know where the losers were. Okay. Um, let me give you small caps. I'm sure everybody wants small caps, so I'm going to give that to you now. No, honestly, we have not taken any losers this week in the pit. And we didn't take any losers. Well, I don't remember last week, but we didn't take any. Oh, we had a loser on Dow time spread. That's the only loser we had. Volume buzz. And if you guys are interested in the pit, call customer service. But we did not have. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. And I went through that, Murray, so you could tell me where the confusion is. Okay, let's go through this. Thanks. Send me an email. Yeah, send me an email, Murray. Not customer service. Send me an email. Your friend. Okay. Let's see which small caps look good. MSGM. Let's see. Above 585. Let's continue. Hey, Mark, instead of being confused, why don't you just send me an email? I didn't get that email from you, Murray. I respond to every one of your emails. Uh, okay. AZI. We want this one above 20 cents, assuming that's the pre-market high. Yeah, I'm really good about responding. Yeah. Hardly anything today. Hardly anything today. That's it. Two. I always respond to everybody's emails. I respond to why is it a surprise? I respond to everybody's email almost immediately. 585 and AZI above. I respond to you guys like as soon as I get the email. No problem, VE. No problem. AZI 720. There's the levels. Now let's do large caps, okay? I mean, I literally respond to Omar when he sends me an email on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. I will respond to all of your emails. I always do. DG, I always respond. I always respond to everybody. Yeah. And Murray sends me emails all the time, jokes every day, and I respond to those too. Right here, we have to clear this VWAP here on Dollar General. CPT. Excellent. It's A line to the downside. GL. Perfect, Bob. Yeah. 10 minutes to respond. Yeah. I do respond. I do. I do. A line right here with a target of the 200-day moving average. GL. Ulta. Right here, we have some space here. CMG. Right here. We have to wait for this to cross the 200. BA. Oh, again, it's giving me the wrong ticker. Hold on. Let's get it. Got to watch this like a hawk, this one. Sassy Trainer, I have never missed an email. Send me an email back and I will respond to you. I did not get that email. I respond to every email. Here's my email address, guys. Roger@rogerscott.com. If you send me an email and I don't respond in 24 hours, please resend it again. Okay? And if you send it again and I don't respond, you got the wrong email address. And my name does not have a D in it. It's just ROG, just FYI. Boeing is breaking the VWAP, year-to-date VWAP. That's pretty relevant. Boeing. Upstart. Upstart. ONON. Kava. The market went to hell yesterday, Eagle Beagle. The market went to hell. Kava and Chewy. Yeah. Chewy. Lock up your dogs. Lock up your dogs. Chewy is a short. Lock up your dogs and cats. Longs. Let's do longs now. GLW. Once it breaks this level right here. Not yet. Not yet. ATO. Applied Materials. Let's just see this thing. Applied Materials. I prefer Applied Materials to be above the 8-day right here. This is the 15 you want to buy it as it's going up. Morgan Stanley. Morgan, when it goes above this line right here. Google. Why don't you email Matt and ask him to do that, Asylum? He'll do that. He does it. He updates it every day for himself. So just ask him to do it and he'll update you. And CC me, Roger at rogerscott.com and Matt at rogerscott.com. That's a nice looking stock. Oh, wait a minute. It's Google. I like it. Micron, GSK. Mark, we covered that already. We covered that. GSK, Fox A. Fox A, VLO, and AFL. You want me to look at XOP? Okay. I mean, it's doing exactly what crude oil is doing. Look, just following crude oil, basically. See, Barry, look, you'll see what I'm talking about. If this decides to work, it's taking forever to load. See that? And then look at XOP. They're doing very similar things, not really doing much right now. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. If you have a question about a trade, before you start sending me pictures about cats or jokes, send me trades about your trades. I would really like to answer them. Okay, please, everybody. I always respond to everybody, and if I don't respond to you, send me an email again within 24 hours. I never ever not respond to emails. I never not respond to emails. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic day. Here's the link. Remember, today we're going to be talking in Customer Service Live right here. Just get that to you. We're going to be talking about your favorite stocks and how to find the VWAPs for those favorite stocks that you like. Maybe I'll even give you some options if you guys behave yourselves. And here's Customer Service Live. I hope you guys have a great day. Let's watch the market. It's Friday. We're a little choppy. Everybody is getting a little too fearful for their own good. I think we're either going to break the lows and go to the 50-day moving average, or we're going to humper down in the morning and then we're going to reverse. The ADD and the market internals will be very instrumental, and I will update you as soon as the market opens with all the good stuff. Okay. And again, folks, if you send me an email, I will respond to you. If you don't hear back from me in 24 hours, you need to resend me an email. If you have a trading question, don't send customer service an email. They have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to trading questions. They don't trade. I do. Send me an email and I will help you out. We don't need to go through customer service. We don't need to create a loop. Just send me an email, roger@rogerscott.com. Please. All right. For everybody's sake. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you at noon today. Be careful. Don't be hasty today, and don't be jumpy, and don't panic. Okay, the market makers love to make you panic. Don't panic. We're gonna get out of this in one piece. Okay.